Same Paul, different white wall.
Yeah. These white walls are not going to change. The one in the Mexico City apartment, those are going to get painted.
Hmm.
Not like this week, but hopefully on the next trip. That's going to be something. But this will be the last. Let's see here. This week we'll be at. Is that right? Yeah, because next week I go to Seattle for Ignite, and then the weekend after that we move, and there'll be a different white wall behind me. And actually, I don't know what I can do about that, except I can put something on the wall. So I could probably. I got a really nice Byte magazine cover in poster form or whatever, framed from a good friend of ours. And anyway,
Here we are. Paula's back. How's the Pixel 8? I imagined yesterday that you ran into your house, saw it on like the couch, and just dove and just left everything
yeah, I mean, I'm
else.
not as exuberant as that, but I think it's fair to say that after almost 12 hours door to door, my wife was busy looking at bills and opening things and fixing stuff, and I was opening a phone, because I'm a child. So yeah, I mean, there's some pros and cons here. I'll just say up front. I mean, after using the iPhone for whatever that was, 6 weeks ish, there is something very premium about an iPhone. Just the look and feel of it, right? And that's true whether there's a case on there or not. And the Pixel has a more. I'm searching for the right word here. It's more of a workaday, blue collar aesthetic, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, the new design is pragmatic with the bar. The camera bar, it doesn't wobble and all that stuff, and I like that. But I mean, just looking at them right now, I'm like I mean, I know it's subjective, but the iPhone is a prettier phone. There's no doubt about that. I haven't done too much with it yet. I mean, I updated. It was software updated the apps. I haven't gone through all of my apps yet. I did play around with the camera thing. The camera app has evolved, and I got to go look that up. I don't know when this happened exactly, but there's some nice stuff in there that I really like, and there's a lot more in the way of like what I would call pro controls that are kind of up front now. So I'll have to take it out in the world and play with it and kind of try to understand it. But they're really leaning into the photography thing. It appears, and I think that's a smart move. So, but it's okay. It's funny. I waited so long. It was like 3.5 weeks or something, and it's it's like after all that anticipation, it's like it's a
It's a
Pixel.
phone.
I haven't
Like
even opened the box. I got a what do you call it? A Pixel Watch 2.
I'll be more
for
interested
free.
in your thoughts on that one than the.
Yeah, I mean, I like the original one. I don't think it's going to be too different, honestly. I know they've added some more Fitbit stuff to it, which is what I would want. It's still the performance should be better, although I didn't think the other one was bad. Battery life is still going to, it's still a once a day, update kind of experience or whatever. But we'll get to that. We'll get there. We get there. Got a lot to do.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, I guess, right? It's kind of crazy we're launching software today, and
Yeah. Yeah. Can you talk about that?
I mean, we can. We're just taking the release preview tag off of Start 11 V2 and shipping some new features that allows you to round the taskbar, and it's like floating, I guess is the best way to describe it, right? So it's no longer like pushed on the bottom of the display. It's floating like a dock like you would see on Mac OS. And
also, I mean, honestly, there's a design aesthetic there that I think matches what Windows 11 is as well, right? You see rounded corners everywhere. If you look at Microsoft Edge now, the part where you see the website is itself a rounded rectangle. Yep. So you're giving up some pixels, but there's like a kind of design element to it. And I think that works for the taskbar. I think we've seen some mock-ups, right, of a future taskbar.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what Microsoft does with Windows like 12. I mean, that's kind of like, right? We kind of expect Windows 12 to have something, although there's like crazy things. I think the headline is way click friendly. It's like Microsoft's considering replacing the start menu with AI in Windows 12. There's no way they're going to. No way they're going to do that.
Yeah,
they've been down that road. They tried things with the start button. Didn't go so well.
Yeah, so, because I've been writing about this stuff for the book, I was on the plane and I couldn't look this up, but they're experimenting with this everywhere, like Office.com.
Yeah.
The Microsoft 365 app, the home view in File Explorer, right, has a quick access area, a favorites area, a recents area, whatever that's called. And then if you sign in with a work or school account, I think it's called recommended. I don't have that in front of me, but it's another area, which is like those interfaces I just described, where it's
Mhm.
like, these are what people in your organization are working on that might be related to you, and maybe this is useful to you or something,
Yeah.
right? These are all steps toward this, AI start menu, whatever. I mean, it's going to be a thing some people immediately turn off. It's going to be part of it, probably. It's going to be, some people will find it useful, some people won't.
Yeah.
Um,
They're shoving it in. They're taking the Alexa approach, which, I get. It's
right.
shove it into everything, see what sticks.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and we're going to be the pawns in this little game, or the
Yes.
guinea pigs, because over the next many months, we're going to see this stuff pop into Windows 11 first, right? I mean, or some of it, we saw this in 22H2 with first OneDrive, which was unannounced, these changes, right? And then also File Explorer has changed literally in every version of Windows 11. It's funny to me that Microsoft, for example, actually markets the File Explorer in 23H2 as modernized, when the thing that was modernized doesn't impact users in the slightest. You don't see it, right? It is the underpinnings of the UI are more modern, but that, whatever, it just looks like the File Explorer. That doesn't mean anything. And there are actually functional regressions. You can't drag and drop files to the address bar anymore, which is one of the things that was modernized, right? So I guess modernized in some cases means less capable.
That minimalism, which is...
Yes, I mean, that's when you make something simpler, right? I mean, things disappear. So will Windows 12 be more of that?
I hope
we'll see.
Not.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, it's reasonable to think about it.
Right. I mean,
anyway,
there's precedent,
cool,
so you can't ignore it.
Stuff. What's that?
There's precedent, so you can't ignore it, right? The File Explorer is a perfect example.
Oh, yeah. No, they're moving. And your ideas for this curved taskbar, I think, are in floating, a little offset. I think this looks more Windows 11 than the taskbar in Windows 11 does, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so nice.
Anyways, yep. Doop. I don't know. Happy that you're back. Flight went well, clearly.
Yeah, we everyone think it went fine. Honestly, we had a one of those instances where we arrived early, and the plane was landing. My cellular came on. Everything was great. I was starting to get updates on my phone again, and then the plane went back up, and it wasn't scary or weird or whatever. It was like, oh, I guess we're circling the airport, and then he came and say, sorry about that. Like, there's so much traffic. It's the middle of the afternoon in Newark. We just got to do a circle and come back. So, 15 minutes went by. We did exactly the same approach, landed no problem. We were just on time. Like, it was fine.
Yeah.
And we've been doing this thing lately where we take an Uber home from the airport, and it's a 90-minute drive with no traffic, and there was traffic. It was like 2 hours. So honestly, the most tedious part of this entire day was that part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but we still got home. It was like 5:30, maybe. I mean,
it's not bad.
It's
not bad.
I mean, the 1 hour time change thing really helps now that we're back on whatever DST or not DST, and day flight. It's nice. Like, you don't have to do it. It's not Europe. It's good.